The newest Disney Cruise Line ship, the Disney Destiny, was just announced. Now, this is exciting. This is going to be the 8th ship in Disney Cruise Line's fleet, and this will be the 3rd and final ship for the Triton class. The Disney Destiny will be ready to sail in late 2025, and today they have made a huge announcement. I am really excited about this heroes and villains theming that's going to be on this ship. It is the first time they have really gone in on the villains aspect. I think it's going to be huge. I was also pleasantly surprised they released this so early. Let's dive into it. In the news released from Disney Cruise Line today, they state, quote, "Today we are thrilled to share the very first details about our next Disney Cruise Line ship. From zero to hero, just like that. We are embarking on an epic new journey steeped in the lore of our favorite Disney heroes and villains. The Disney Destiny, sister to the Disney Wish and Disney Treasure, will have a first-of-its-kind design theme, heroes and villains, drawing on the legacies of beloved Disney stories, characters, and theme park attractions. The Disney Cruise Line and Walt Disney Imagineering teams were inspired by the dynamic duality of every great Disney story when developing this new ship, where opposing forces of light and dark drive characters to rise to their purpose. On board, guests will encounter heroes and villains alike, including those from beloved Walt Disney animation stories like The Lion King, Hercules, and 101 Dalmatians, within spaces, experiences, and entertainment throughout their voyage. Minnie Mouse embodies the spirit of the Disney Destiny in this brand new filigree artwork for the bow of the ship, continuing a beloved Disney Cruise Line design tradition. Donning a heroic new ensemble, cape and all, and a valiant pose, she will boldly lead guests on epic cruise vacations, which we are all here for. The Disney Destiny also reached a new construction milestone today with the keel-laying ceremony at the Meyer Werft shipyard in Papenburg, Germany. This is a maritime tradition designed to bestow good luck upon the ship. The ship is scheduled for delivery in 2025 as part of a multi-year expansion of the Disney Cruise Line fleet that includes the Disney Wish and Disney Treasure, and the Disney Adventure, their newly purchased ship that will home port in Singapore, as well as their new island destination in the Bahamas, Disney Lookout Key at Lighthouse Point. This ship of destiny is beginning to take shape. When Disney Cruise Line released the name of the ship, they announced it with an animated video that looked kind of like a comic book. Of course, many of you will remember at D23, they announced the Disney Treasure. When they announced the Disney Treasure, they put teasers for the ship inside these portholes from the release video. They didn't do the same thing exactly with this video, but I do believe that this screenshot here is a clue to some of the things that will be featured on board. It does look like they have some Easter eggs in this image. Right here on the right, you can see in this first door, that is Edna Mode. She is, of course, a villain from The Incredibles. This Edna Mode Easter egg could also be referring to the Hero Zone. On the Disney Wish and the Disney Treasure, they will have the Incredibles Hero Zone, obviously themed after The Incredibles. So they could be adding a new game or element that incorporates Edna Mode into that venue, and maybe in the youth club. I could see that as well. I think one of the fun things about this ship is that it's going to focus, it sounds to me, equally on villains and heroes. A lot of Disney people have been wanting to see more villains for a long time now. As a matter of fact, they have a character breakfast at Disney World. Well, they used to. I'm not sure if it's come back post-COVID actually, but it was with Cinderella's stepmother and stepsisters, and it was so much fun. People really loved that character breakfast. And of course, there is also the Villains Night that they'll do once in a while. And of course, many people have asked for a Villains Land or park at one of the parks. Who knows, time will tell. But for right now, we're gonna have some villains on this ship. That second door you can see is Pirates of the Caribbean. They do have Pirates of the Caribbean on all of their ships with their Pirate Night Party, so it could be a simple nod to that. Now, this first image on the left is from the wallpaper in the Haunted Mansion Lounge that will be on the Disney Treasure. This is the space that houses the Star Wars Hyperspace Lounge on the Disney Wish. They are completely retheming it and will be the Haunted Mansion Lounge on the Disney Treasure. I hope that this nod means that they will also have the Haunted Mansion Lounge on the Disney Destiny, because that Haunted Mansion Lounge, how many times can I say it? Maybe we should do it one more time. That Haunted Mansion Lounge is huge with so many fans of the parks. I think they would be absolutely remiss to not have it on the Disney Destiny. Of course, this looks like the Black Panther on the second door over here. On the third, with Spider-Man, I'm not exactly sure what they're going to do here. Spider-Man is on multiple ships. It will be fun to find out. I am also hoping that some of this theming is going to lead into the staterooms. On the first 4 Disney ships, there's not really a lot of theming in the staterooms, but they did change that up a little bit on the Disney Wish and the Disney Treasure. Of course, they have this amazing Epcot-themed suite that will be in the funnel on the Disney Treasure. That is a big ticket item though to get that extra theming. Of course, it's not just for the theming, but it does seem to be the most themed on those ships. On the Disney Destiny, they also snuck in what appears to be a teaser for Lion King themed staterooms. I actually would not be surprised if the Lion King was the theming of the Tower Suite on the Disney Destiny. I am wondering if they might do even a little more theming, kind of like they have at Walt Disney World. The Port Orleans Riverside is one of their 2 New Orleans themed hotel, and they have a royal room that is so cool, and it's so easy to implement it. It's some pictures on the wall, a little bit of theming in the bathroom areas, and the best part is this headboard that lights up. I do think this would be fairly easy for them to implement into the cruise ship staterooms. I have always wanted them to have just a little bit more theming in the rooms in particular, so I do hope they do some extra stuff with that, and we'll keep you posted, of course. I do think the Lion King might be one of their stage shows on the Disney Destiny. They do have the Lion King show at Animal Kingdom, and it is amazing. I think they could easily do this on the cruise ship, and it would be a lot of fun. I would guess that Hercules is probably going to be a bar location. In addition to a bar, I also think this could be incorporated into the youth clubs and the Aquamouse. And actually, I think the Aquamouse is where we are going to find Hercules on the Disney Destiny. Somehow that water and fire just seemed to mix for me. And as far as their restaurants go, on the Disney Wish and the Disney Treasure, the 2 sister ships to the Disney Destiny, they have 2 restaurants that are the same, the Worlds of Marvel restaurant and 1923, which is themed after the Walt Disney Studio. 1923 is a little bit different themed on both ships. They both have over 1,000 pieces from the animation process of photos, props, etc. that are used in the movies. The Disney Wish is themed more on those classic movies, Snow White, Cinderella, and the Treasure is going to have some of the more modern theming like Disney Moana. Now the 3rd restaurant is the one that changes. At that meal, it's really lively, it's uniquely staged so that the big stage is in the middle, so they have to do something that works with that. On the Disney Wish, that 3rd restaurant is Arendelle, a frozen dining adventure, where you are cordially invited to celebrate the royal engagement of Queen Anne and Kristoff. Now, of course, this is going to be a dinner show. They use that stage in this particular location. The stage is in the middle with tables all around it. I think that does make it easier to view, but it also keeps it very close quarters in this restaurant. Just a little something to be aware of. The center stage with a 360-degree view really helps for everyone to enjoy the show. This new restaurant on the Disney Treasure will be called Plaza de Coco, and in the concept art, you can see Miguel playing his guitar on stage. Of course, there's going to be a lot of characters that are going to be involved with this new restaurant. There'll be a musical performance by a mariachi band, a theatrical dining experience themed to Coco. It should be a lot of fun. On the 3rd ship, they have not announced these restaurants yet, but I'm pretty sure it'll be the same as the other 2 with Marvel and 1923. And then the 3rd restaurant being unique to the Disney Destiny. Okay, now that I think about it, I actually think the Lion King might be the restaurant. It's a great opportunity for really good cuisine, and the Lion King show could go on that stage pretty well. I do think that stage is a little bit too small and maybe not quite as many bells and whistles as the stage show would have. So I do still think there's a possibility that Lion King could be the stage show and not the restaurant. We'll keep you posted. But since the 101 Dalmatians is on the ship as well, I think that could be another really good stage show also. So let us know, what are you most excited about for the Disney Destiny? I was really surprised to hear them announce that this year already. There are going to be more details on the Disney Destiny at D23, Disney's Fan Expo, this summer at the beginning of August. So I'm sure we will have a lot more updates for you then. I am really excited about this heroes and villains theming that's going to be on this ship. It is the first time they have really gone in on the villains aspect. I think it's gonna be huge. If you like this video, please share it with a friend. It really does help us grow. We'll see you real soon with some more Disneys.